Hey YouTube, Taylor here. This is my 2-year on hormones video. So I'm here to talk about mostly physical changes and just continuing on with the timeline here. So to start off, let's go over face hair. This is what about a week of not shaving will get me. I just get it down in here. That's pretty much about it. I do get it up here. But it takes a little bit longer than a week, whereas down here it's pretty evident. Up here, it's more about 2 weeks where it starts to look like this. I do have it going down here, but it's still blonde, so maybe in the next 6 months it will be dark. I don't know. I would love sideburns. I think that'd be cool. But anyway, so that's about it for face hair. Body hair, I don't know if I've ever really shown my little happy trail, and then I just don't think the video is good enough, but I do have some hair right in here, but it's not very thick, but that's okay. I don't really need a hairy chest. I don't care about that. So that's about it for hair, other than just a little bit more everywhere else. Other physical changes, it's all pretty much the same. I do have a little bit more muscle definition than I did. But that's also because I've been working out and doing obstacle courses. If anyone's ever heard of Tough Mudder or Spartan Race, they're sort of military style, and you have to army crawl under barbed wire and go over 10-foot vertical walls and just that kind of stuff. So it's been really good for me. It's a really good motivator to keep me working out, and I enjoy it. I love being dirty. Being dirty is like one of my favorite things in the world. So I'm happy to crawl around in the mud for hours on end. But so that's about it for physical. This is what my chest looks like a year and almost 2 months post-op. And just to answer, because I always get the question, it's Dr. Kryger, Thousand Oaks, California, and I had what's closest to basically keyhole, which is why I don't have any scarring down here, because they didn't cut the skin here. The only thing that I still have lingering is up here, this dark line. It's basically a bruise that never went away. Or I don't really know what it is, but that's what it looks like. So that's me physically, and emotionally, 2 years. I was much more, I suppose I was more emotional last year because it's my first year. It's a big year, hormones, surgery, legally changing my name and my gender. It all happened within that first year, so that was a really big year. And this year, as far as transition goes, nothing's really changed. I haven't had any more surgery, and there's no more documents to change over. Everything's finished. This year I did get my birth certificate, which last year I did, driver's license, social security card, and passport. And this year I did finish it off with the birth certificate, but that was just a continuation. It wasn't as big of a deal. I just wanted to seal it off so that every form of identification that I has now says says Taylor and my last name and male. So that's great. So yeah, emotionally it doesn't feel as big this year, although it's still a very big part of me. Last year was definitely just a little heavier. Other news, this is probably my least favorite thing to update about. It's not very fun news. Nicole and I broke up about 6 months ago. It was only a couple days after I made my last video, actually. I'm not really going to go into detail. It's been a very, very hard 6 months. Nothing fun about it, that's for sure. But I still get a lot of comments about, oh my gosh, this video, I didn't think I would ever find anyone, and this video of you and your girlfriend makes me feel like there's hope in the world. And I struggled with if I wanted to do this update, because I felt like that would be shattered. That people would watch and be like, oh, they didn't make it or whatever. But I think it still exists out there. So I just didn't want anyone to get sad about that piece. But as far as the emotional piece goes, it's been very big and very hard. But I'm here. I have my own apartment, and I'm just living life here. And this is what 2 years on hormones is for me. And I'm interested to see what 2.5 years will be, where I'll be in 6 months. Because let me tell you, a lot has happened in the past 6 months. So maybe 6 months from now, I'll have a totally different story. But anyway, this is me. Here, does the sun help? Maybe not. 2 years on hormones, and I hope anyone who watches, I hope you're well. And I'll see you guys in another 6 months. Okay, bye YouTube.